Police need your help bringing in a very dangerous man this morning after he robbed a gas station and shot a teenager. Take a look. This is surveillance video police want you to see. Officers say the suspect entered the Shell gas station on West Main Street in Lebanon around 9:15 last night and demanded money. He grabbed the cash and fired one shot, luckily missing the clerk. We're told the suspect ran into a nearby parking lot and shot at a young couple in a car, injuring the male. The teen was rushed to Vanderbilt University Medical Center to be treated for a wound near his pelvic area. Police tell us he suffered non-life-threatening injuries and should be okay. The suspect could still be in the vehicle he took from the scene, a 2006 gold Nissan Altima. After hours of working to repair a large water line rupture in Antioch, Metro crews have restored service back to the schools. The water main break overnight on Blue Hole Road forced officials to close Antioch Middle School and Lighthouse Christian School today. The break in the 12-inch line also affected two homes and the Antioch Recreational Center on that same street. It happened around 12:30 a.m. Crews had to dig up the road to replace the broken pipe. A Metro Water Services official believes the line ruptured because it was old. A string of storms and days of drenching rains out west leads to flooded rivers and mudslides with at least 2 people dead. David Bignot shows us some of the devastation in Washington and Oregon.
Across western Oregon and Washington state, 5 days of relentless rain has triggered severe flooding and landslides, producing dangerous and deadly conditions.
Don't let the blue skies fool you. There's plenty more cause trouble here in these rivers.
Along the Columbia River north of Portland, firefighters worked to rescue an elderly couple. Their vehicle was submerged in floodwater. The driver managed to escape through the sunroof. His wife drowned.
Everything just came down and everything was shaking. Everything went black.
James Silverberg says this tree came crashing down just feet from the RV where he, his fiancee, and their 3-month-old daughter were sleeping. No one was hurt. But in Portland, a 60-year-old woman was killed when a tree sliced through her home. She was pinned underneath. Her husband and brother got out unharmed. Massive landslides pushed boulders and trees onto some of the state's busiest highways.
It started off with a couple of rocks coming down, and then it came all at once.
Drivers were stranded in traffic jams for miles. Near Seattle, an entire hillside tumbled into Puget Sound, destroying one home and damaging several others. David Begno, CBS News, near the Oregon coast in Tillamook County.
It's another day of unrest in Chicago where calls are escalating for Mayor Rahm Emanuel to resign. The protests are fallout from the release of a video showing a police officer shooting a black teenager to death. That video led to the forced resignation of the city's police chief and multiple investigations, including one from the Justice Department. Mayor Emanuel delivered an emotional apology before City Council, but it didn't appear to calm the situation. This morning, a group of medical students staged a protest. A state lawmaker there is now pushing for a mayoral recall election. Back here, a holiday tradition to honor loved ones who lost their lives to senseless violence. During the 21st annual Season to Remember ceremony tonight, families will hang ornaments in remembrance of homicide victims on this Christmas tree in Centennial Park. This is video from last year's observance. The ceremony begins at 5:45 at the Children's Garden in Centennial Park, and everyone is welcome.